This week in the League of Legends, we have Galio finally out live to play, with a host of new skins following very close behind. Additionally, patch 7.6 is out for play, and we're having a grand old time. All this and more on the Spastic Gaming web show.
This is Water Elemental.
And this is Axis, and we are here today to talk about the League of Legends. It's an ongoing show where we talk a little bit about everyone's favorite style battle game. What a year it's been.
What a weird dump of in the past week and a half. We're gonna calm down on the podcast. We're not gonna do it every week. We're gonna do every other week once we have news. We record half news and then they just dump more stuff on us. I'm like, do we go back to?
Why not? Just screw them. Just throw everything in there. It's fire. Just let it burn.
So first up, Galio, he's out for play. I've only seen him.
Who plays Galio even?
I've only seen him once. Not many people were playing him in the queue I play, and the strange thing about it was he was played as a jungle. I didn't see him do very well. I was playing support at the time, so I wasn't able to really watch and observe his play style. And he's been out for 5 days at this point?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's just most people just remember Galio being trash.
Yeah. So his taunt, I really, really like his new taunt now. But I miss his old ultimate. I think his old ultimate was way better than his new ultimate.
So I think his old ultimate was better, but the fact that you can actually, move and get to characters. Before as Galio, you had to use your wind tunnel and basically just run at them. I mean, there was a reason when I played Galio support, even a month ago, I was running reduced summoner cooldowns with the Ionian boots, just so I could get my flash cooldown low enough so I could make his ultimate usable. I mean, his ult was better, I think. It made him useful, but the fact that his ult was really the only thing that made him useful was kind of bad.
Well, what's funny is Galio essentially has two engages. He has his Q. Is it the Q or is it the... Oh, no, it's his E that does the dash inwards, Hero's Entrance. And then his ultimate that does the same thing. It's just all right, so he's got two jump-in attacks, essentially. And then it's well, poopy. That's half his kit is just going in a direction, and then he has the taunt, and then he has the... poke ability with the Wings of War. So,
well, and I think that's fine. Ultimately, he has a relatively strong kit that's sort of built on countering magic and basically bullying the front line and the back line, which honestly, I think is a little overloaded right now, and will probably have his numbers toned down pretty significantly. But for now, he's fun. People don't know how to use him, which is good. It makes the character more interesting. But once I think people figure out strengths and weaknesses, he's not going to be a particularly fun character to play against, so to speak.
Right. Character aesthetically wise, I agree with you. After hearing his voice kit and watching some of the gameplay with his skins and stuff like that, his new aesthetics are bad. They're really kind of just, all right, we're gonna just go from this kind of solemn gargoyle to this outgoing golem character. It's what was the idea for that? It's well, we liked Hunchback of Notre Dame and there were the gargoyles in that. Let's put the three personalities into one and then make him a bro. And we got ourselves a new Galio.
I don't know. I think there's enough bombastic Demacians. I don't know if he needed to be one as well. I mean, the old Galio, he had some personality. He was kind of come back with more bad guys. Come on. But it wasn't yo, why don't you come back with more bad guys, nerd? No, it's just...
Right. He was a golem. He was, gargoyle. Gargoyles are very, very defensive based kind of lore creatures. They're he's not going to go out for trouble. He's going to stay in the city, and then when there's danger, he's going to be dropping down from the ceiling and beating people up, and then go back to sleep. It's what up?
Yeah, I don't think the look of him matches his voice very well.
Mm-mm.
I don't really like the way his base skin looks at all. I don't really like it, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Um, Overall, I mean, his kit is refreshing to play, which I think was the goal, and it works. But ultimately, I do think it's a little overtuned.
Yeah,
Uh, it's nice to have his legendary skin be good, though. Um,
definitely. Yeah, I think I'd play the legendary skin or any of his
I
other skill
owned a
in games.
legendary skin before this, and let me tell you, it was a piece of trash.
It was worse than Gentleman Cho'Gath, and Cho'Gath has the excuse of being the
It
first
was
legendary skin.
it's significantly worse than doesn't even have it has new voice lines but old animations, so they had to tailor like this horrific demon with him falling on the ground and pointing and laughing, and it's like, what are you doing? Who designed it? It's so bad.
So one thing they put out with Galio that was so funny was on all of the League of Legends like Twitter accounts. There's like this like a minute long video, and it's Galio jumping into the sky with all this like great cloud animations and stuff like that. And then he gets up to the top of the clouds, and then there's all of the old character models for like both Rises, Master Yi, Scion, Tarek, Warwick, and he's up there and he's just kind of like broing out with all the old character models, and it's just supposed to be like, look how much has changed. I'm like, where the hell is old Galio? Like, you're not even gonna acknowledge the fact that he changed himself. Like, all right, whatever. And so he like tears up and cries, and then he just like slams back to the ground, and it's like, come on, he needs to do like a salute or like drop like a what is it, like any of the items they've removed.
There you go.
It's like, all right. But the thing that's interesting is they already teased what the next character is going to be, and it's going to be Urgot. Urgot's going to been verified as the next character getting a
Oh
full
yeah, I mean
rework.
they have their rework page going, and it lists pretty clearly what's coming next. So
I don't think we're going to get a new character until after Urgot probably.
yeah, I wonder if the tank rework is coming pretty
Yeah,
soon
I'm
after.
wondering who else is going to be affected by that. My guess is probably going to be like Alistair's going to be one of them. Maybe Tryndamere. Maybe they make
Plays
Tryndamere a tank.
Who plays Alistair though? Seriously.
Pros and
Yeah,
tryhards.
I hate Alistair so much.
In fun news, we had a lot of skins get dumped the past couple of weeks for just overall funness. We got first up our skins for the April Fool's Day, so if you want spoilers for that, go ahead and skip ahead a couple of minutes. But if you're curious to know what we're getting this year, we have Pug'maw, Moo Cow Alistair, Super Kennen, and then Toy Necton. These four skins are super high quality for being 975, and they all are going to be coming with, or some of them are going to be coming with chromas.
Yeah, I mean these are nice looking skins aesthetically. I just think they're a little bit contrived. Um, like they're fun, they're whatever, but it's not like Earth Nami where it's just goofy. These are more like they're goofy, but we're taking it seriously. So it's a different brand. I'm not sure if I like it. I sound like a downer this episode, but uh,
I hate everything. Well, that's been like
um,
200 and something episodes at this
yeah,
point.
yeah. I mean, I like them in terms of their quality. It's just the theme is not really my thing.
Right.
You know, if you're gonna go like with a toy Urgot thing, like go full blast, like Mundo Mundo style, where it's almost like you add all the squeaky noises and
Right.
the robot sound effects. And the same thing for Alistair, you know, and then Pug'maw. I mean, Pug'maw's I think the one that I kind of like the most.
That one has the most detail in it, and it's like really like there's so much to it. His like he scoots on the floor doing his like his butt scratching thing. There's just like tennis balls, his back animation stuff. It's like if you look at that to what 975s were a couple years ago, you're like, that's a 1350 skin right there. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of stuff. I kind of want the Renekton one to have some chromas because I like the idea of him being made of Legos. I just don't like the green and black colors to him.
Right. And then there's what, the Dreadnova and the Lee Sin.
Right. So we have the trailer and the leak of the Lee Sin skin. This is going to be the what is it? Immortal Lee Sin,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not blind anymore. and that apparently means he's legendary.
He's,
And
Lee Sin's on Trump care now, apparently.
oh, too soon. The animations on him are very, very outgoing compared to Lee Sin. There's a lot of particle effects, a lot of kind of like animations. When he punches, he also kicks for no reason, and he's always kind of moving. And his base animation's super crazy. He's always glowing. A lot of new voice work. I think that's where the majority of the stuff for his legendary skin is coming from. I think the only thing I would want the skin for is his taunt, where he does a bunch of flurry of kicks and then his foot catches on fire. Other than that, yeah, I'm probably gonna pass on this one.
And then Dread Novadarius is a box only skin, so yeah, goof hawk yourself.
Yeah, and this skin is amazing. Like, he's got a chainsaw axe. When he bases, he just starts swinging it around and he's just revving up the whole time. It's like, that's the skin you spam your base animation for, just to annoy people in your lane.
Dude,
It's it's a shame that this one got sent to the box. I think we could have had something else instead.
could have had something special.
Something super special. Just for you, Axes. Something special.
But yeah, those are the skins, and we're gonna jump to patch 7.6. 7.6 wasn't the biggest patch we've ever had. It was mostly just a bunch of garbage from Galio. But we'll run through it real quick just to keep you guys posted. Aatrox has had some slight tinkering. Passive was worked a little bit so it maintains some of the information you had pre-death, namely which passive from his auto attack mod you're using. His Dark Flight has had the cooldown lowered pretty significantly at early levels, and that continues as a trend all the way to the last level. And Blood Price's base damage also got increased by 15 at all ranks.
Cho'Gath, Feast, the bonus health went up, and they gave him an additional stack off small minions and monsters. They felt that he wasn't getting enough bonuses and stuff like that, which is good. More Cho'Gath buffs. Give me.
Fiddlesticks got changed. Terrify had a slight range increase to help complement how bad of an ability it is now. And Drain, now if the target dies with the Drain up, you'll be refunded the remaining duration of Drain onto its cooldown, which is actually an incredibly good change.
That is incredible, because what is it? It's a 6-second drain. If you kill a minion beforehand, you're not really punished for draining something small, or if an ally comes in
No,
and
you're
bumps
super
something.
punished.
Yeah.
And the problem is that with the changes to Drain, it's actually pretty horrifically bad. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, I'm saying now it's not as bad if someone
Yeah.
comes to your jungle and flicks a wolf as you're draining. You're like, well,
And,
thanks for the help.
And if a unit is at 3 HP in a battle, it's like if I use Drain, I have nothing to do for 8 seconds. So I guess I'll auto attack it and hope it dies. Curdle Sticks is coming back, boys.
Gnar, they upped a lot of his base stats. 4.5 health per 5 seconds. 1.75 health per 5 seconds on his growth stat minimum and maximum. His health regen is 4.45 per level 5 or per 5 seconds, and his mega stat is 1.75 health per 5 seconds. So his mini Gnar gets more health per second back. Large Gnar kind of cut in half, like very, very heavy nerfs to that. And then his Mega E Crush, it had a bug fix, now Q's another spell during Crush's cast time. So that's sort of helpful.
You got yourself through that one.
No, I was trying not to cough.
Oh god. Misfortune, double up damage on her Q. Got increased at the top end with a total attack damage buff overall. And Make It Rain no longer has a casting animation. So these are all good things. Misfortune does a lot more damage. Quinn was next. Heightened Senses bonus attack speed on a Harrier proc was doubled at later levels, which is very good. However, the Sky Strike damage on behind enemy lines was reduced pretty significantly, more than half. However, when you put more than 1 point in this ability, you will respawn as Valor, which is a pretty huge buff, I mean, it'll cut the amount of time it takes you to get to a battle by about 2 or 3 seconds, which is pretty bonkers. Piercing arrow, finally, the cooldown reduction when you get a blight proc when you connect with this ability is now a 4 seconds, no matter how much CDR you have, which is pretty good.
Lux got an expansion to her voiceovers using the same voice actress for both her original kit and her Elementalist Lux. They gave her about 4 times as many lines as she originally had, including champion-specific interactions, probably with Galio and some other Demacians. And they just gave her a pick and ban animation as well. Voice actress does a great job with her. I think they made her a bit more ditzy when it came to the character, but I think they were trying to move her away from being competent and just kind of outgoing to, well, she's a very, very smart mage, but she's also kind of a dumb blonde.
Are you saying buddy in Demacia getting ditzy?
You know it.
We should be killed is basically what I'm going for with this one.
Trust me, with the views we get on our podcast, we're already dead.
Masteries. Warlord's Bloodlust got tinkered with to restore 3 to 40% rather than 1 to 50%. However, this is based strictly on your total AD rather than lifesteal, so it basically factors off of potential damage rather than actual damage, which makes it significantly better than, you know, something you would hit against a tank. So, not sure about this change yet. It is affected by crits still, but the fact is, against low armor targets, you're going to be healing a lot less. Right. But against tanks, you're going to be healing a lot more. So it's like, which one do you really want? And I think it'll ultimately come down to more against tanks.
Yep. In Chroma Skin news, we got 4 new Chroma packs, Mukau Alistair being one of them, but we also have Dino Gnar, Mukai, and Surprise Party Pug'maw. These Chroma packs are probably the best example of how they should be doing Chroma packs. Gnar, simple enough. You have different faces on his top little hood. Mukai, his cat on his arm, depending on which Chroma pack you have, has a totally different emote to it, as well as the seeds are a totally different color. And Surprise Party Pug'maw has a totally different balloon depending on which Chroma pack. And they vary from characters like Ziggs to, you know, like Nami, Urf, Lulu, all that stuff. So if you have one of those and you want to spice things up, definitely get a Chroma pack for that. Because Chromas are going to be for IP soon. So definitely check out when that's going to be a thing. And if there's a one you want and you want it for IP, pick it up. Definitely a good time, especially with these skins.
Damn straight. Otherwise, we have some questions, don't we? Are we dead again? Oh no, we're pushing 20 minutes. We don't have time for this. Get out of here.
No, we have time for this. Our fans call us.
Alright, these are going to be quick questions then. God damn it.
With all the great games coming out in March and April, are there any games that you're looking forward to or any games you're going to stay away from as far as possible? And this is coming from William Voss in the comment section below. Next time, have your question answered by us and get to that soon.
I liked For Honor. I'm probably going to pick up Breath of Wind here before long. The game that I think looks abysmal is that horrific Andromeda Mass Effect game. Oh my god.
My girlfriend is playing it, and she's like, I had to make my character 3 times because for some reason she kept growing really big lips, and I had to remake her because for some reason, like, it just kept happening. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. She's like, the story's really, really good on it, but sometimes she's really liking it. I've watched her play a little bit. But I've seen videos of, like, animations where, like, an Asari will, like, look at you, and then the camera will, like, change focus to her, and then her eye animations will break, and then she just goes cross-eyed for the rest of the conversation. There's characters using the wrong end of guns to shoot people in cutscenes.
Yeah, why not?
It's so bad. As far as games that I'm excited for, I just picked up Horizon Zero Dawn, been playing the hell out of that for my birthday. Super, super fun. Persona 5's coming out soon. That game is getting so much buzz. I can't wait for that. And then there's so much other stuff I need to play that I'm not even touching.
Oh,
I want to play.
You know what game actually is really exciting for me? PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. That's the one I was trying to think of.
I've heard about that one. I really am interested to see how that one plays out because it sounds so much fun.
Well, there you have it, folks. If you'd like to have your question aired on the show, we usually try to answer one or two every week. Every 2 weeks, rather. If you've got one about us, about the show, about Spastic Gaming, about League of Legends, about upcoming titles, or anything really, we'd love to answer them on the show. So post them in the comment section below. Send them to our email at spasticgaming@gmail.com, or post them on our Facebook, Twitter, or website, all of which are posted on the information down below. We do have a Patreon, patreon.com/spasticgaming. You can do that to get exclusive features, bonus content, and more. It's a great way to help us sort of zero in on what you're looking for from the show. And it also makes us feel good about our terrible lot in life.
Thanks to the Patreon, I was able to upgrade to the newest version of Sony Movie Maker, and you guys have saved countless hours of frustration and hatred by letting me being able to donate this money to purchase this new software, because for some reason the last version didn't have an easy way to do fade transitions, but now I can do it with one easy button, and that will allow me to do a lot of stuff much faster for the show.
Star wipes.
Star wipes are back too. They didn't have star wipes.
Oh, what a nightmare.
I know. But yeah, this is going to encourage me to edit some more because now it's not going to be a giant pain in the butt. And I've had some ideas for some videos to do in a while, besides the normal Hex and Dark Souls and other stuff. So I've got them all planned on my dry erase board. I just need the actual time for when I'm not working 12-hour shifts. So, yay! Thank you!
Yay. Otherwise, this has been Axis.
And Water Elemental.
And I have to go now.
No. You gotta try harder than that. Come on. Be funny.
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I'm all out of juice. I'm like a fog machine that doesn't have any juice in it. It just makes a weird noise.
It smells like burning plastic.
Yeah, that's me. Burn plastic, man.